All right, Virgo, some type of process could be extended. I don't know if this is related to your job. It's like, okay, well, I'm trying to get this interview and they're waiting too long. This could be related to something that you're going through the government. It's like, oh, we need more information. Something's going to be extended. So have some type of patience. All right, what's going on with Virgo next 72 hours? Let's give and tell it like it is. You may want to protect something and or defend something. Maybe there's some type of tension going on behind the scenes, or maybe you're scared of something that's going to pop out. You could be trying to protect your home, your family, your legacy, your job, but you're on guard somehow, some way. You feel like you've been through a lot. You're curious on what this news is that's coming, or how something's going to turn out. You feel like this could be somehow attached to some type of manipulation, whether you are a part of a third party, there was some type of heartbreak, there was some type of lesson. You also could be trying to defend somebody, or I don't want to say defend, but like put your guards up against someone else getting some type of milestone. It's like someone else that want to go out and date, or they want to go do something. And you're kind of like, oh, well, just hold off on this. Like, oh, well, we have some type of something established. Even though you may feel like you broke it up somehow, some way, that there was some type of heartbreak, or again, third party. Yeah, there's some type of sadness attached to it. Yeah. And maybe you kind of fear like what it's going to take to get balance. So it's like as much as you want this person to give you a chance or whatever, you feel like it's going to take a lot of work to get there. Yeah, it's like, I don't really know if, you know, it'll ever be the traditional marriage, or it'll ever be like it used to be when we first got together, when we first, you know, whatever. You don't know. But you feel like you learned what you like in partnerships, or you learned from this partnership so much that it's like, okay, well, I understand my role or what I didn't play in it, and now I have a desire to. Yeah. You feel like things doesn't have to be so much of a burden. But they got to provide you the opportunity. They got to want this restart for themselves. And I think that you know that. But sometimes you want to come in and just be like, hey, like, let's just talk about this recovery. Let's just go through it. Let's just argue. Let's just get through everything we got to get through until we can get, you know, walk away from these emotions and come out successful. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about everything that's on your mind. Let's put it all on the table. And, you know, you get through your emotions, I get through my emotions, and let's just have a clean start. You feel like this could be a real good, successful, you know, option. But someone would have to see you or them as truly like a balance and ready to reciprocate, and that you release any kind of toxicity to you. You also could be disappointed that you recognize some type of friendship with someone else, or you recognize something that was going on with a friend. Celebrating or hanging out with somebody, it aches, and you doing something that you should be walking away from. It's like, oh, I know every time I go hang out with this person, I do something that I'd be drinking way too much. Every time I go with this person, I go do something sexually that I know that, you know, I can't really get into this lifestyle. Or there's just some type of something that you, when you hang around a certain person, you know that you need to change in order to have some type of structure, in order to have some type of like strong leadership. You know that this friend is manipulative. You know this friend strategically puts you in situations so that way either you feel empty, you feel like your emotions are out of loop, and or that you just want to kind of move without care. They want you to be childish. There also could be a change when it comes to a fire sign in your community, a friend. This person could be a boss, a leader. If it's not a fire sign, it could be a water sign. They're getting out of their emotions. They're very strategic on how they move. Is this a third party situation? Yeah, and this is it's chaos. I don't know if you got yourself in a third party situation, but there could be a fire sign involved, earth sign, you're here, and then an air sign. If it's not a fire sign, it's a water sign, an earth sign, and an air sign. There's some type of third party triangle that's going on. An air sign woman could also be finding out about two men being together. And maybe they travel on the road, or they do something together. So maybe if the man is cheating, he's not cheating with the woman, he's cheating with the man. And they have a good time because they feel like, oh yeah, we're being strategic. You know, we ain't got to have no this, that, and the third. Or maybe they're going with this person to meet up with people, like to pay. They got something going on with this person. Some type of love triangle, some type of situation where they feel like, oh, well, I don't want to feel nothing. I don't want to think nothing through. I don't want to care about anything. Like, I feel like something was a bad chance, whatever the case. So I'm just going to go get my fix either with this person. We all going to go together and we going to have a little choo-choo. I don't know. Something going on there. And the question of the day is, what does this have to do with you? How do you know this person? If this is not you that's dealing with the other man, is it you? Is it you, Virgo? It could be you. If it's not this Scorpio, Sagittarius, it could be a Taurus or Gemini. You could be collaborating with this person. Maybe they're abusive somehow, some way. And they're like, oh, well, I can go tell somebody, or I can go communicate that you're in a relationship, or this is what you like to do behind closed doors. And they do this just so that way you can change your momentum towards someone else. And then you can move towards them, and I don't know, it's like they trying to hold you hostage in this. Outcome of this is your story. You need to value yourself, even at the point that you feel like, oh, I may be embarrassed, or I don't know how people are going to look at me, or you need to have some type of determination for yourself. Okay? You need to reevaluate this whole situation and why you keep reconciling or giving into this and or paying into this. You could be paying somebody. It's like somebody knows that you like to cross dress, or somebody knows that you like to do something and you're scared of them releasing it. If this is not you, Virgo, who's this? This could be a Sagittarius. This is somebody that you realize you don't have a long-term vision with. It's like, you know what? I don't think we'll ever get on the same page. This could be a Cancer and or a Taurus. Definitely some type of friend. And it seems like, oh, well, yeah, they give and support each other. They've been doing this for a while. They've been, integrated their whole lives. They travel, whatever the case may be. But there's some type of illusion and or confusion. And maybe you're trying to work through this change or work to get something to change. But at the same time, somebody's talking. I don't know. Reach out if you want to talk about it. I'm getting nauseous. So maybe this is why you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to talk about it. You just, I don't know. What's going on for Virgo? Okay, somebody can't handle commitment. Okay, remember, don't take this story if it's not yours. It's only for whoever this for. Some type of seed you plant is about to sprout. You could be a tarot reader and or you're going to a tarot reader. What's with the somebody could be spilling something. Maybe you feel emotionally unfulfilled. You want a new start. But you're conflicted if this person is going to allow you to juggle in or if you can manage something. There's some type of delay when it comes to you recovering financially. Or I don't know. Where do you want to go to tarot reader? Are you trying to approach them? You were trying to date a tarot reader. Or if you are a tarot reader, someone wants to date you. There was someone that, maybe even you gave them a reading, I don't know. There was someone that at one point in time they felt like something wasn't progressing, or y'all was supposed to hang out, or y'all supposed to do something and it didn't really go anywhere. And so it's like, okay, well, you started to save yourself and or hold back and kind of, go for what you wish and or what made you happy. And so you started to move forward. So now they've been watching you or, see you in the community somehow, some way. And they're like, damn, I didn't take my opportunity to communicate then. I wonder if I can create something now, but they're defensive and scared to go through with it. So they're like, oh, should I send a message, should I not? But they do have some type of desire to, because they feel like you have some type of legacy and or stability to you. And this could be a hurdle that y'all can just get over if you make the decision to do so. Okay, outcome. I feel like if you're a tarot reader, you already know what to do. You do. You already know what's going to be successful. You already know either who your successful investment is with, or this could be a successful investment. You also could recognize, like, this person has some type of honor to them, yes, but you may feel like you don't feel like you can grow with this person. Maybe you don't feel exactly like who you are, and maybe you feel like, yeah, this person is coming off as someone that's stable, can do something, but they're not really, and you're going to have to end up ending the cycle anyway. If you don't know this, I'm telling you. Okay. You could either be the tarot reader or you're the person that wants to approach the tarot reader. Either way, I don't think it's going to work. But you already know beyond situation. Alright, there is a type of thriving love out here. Alright, let's see who you thriving in love with. But I was going to say Taurus. Ooh. And I was going to say somebody could be doing something for TikTok. So you could be with someone and they like to showcase like certain things, but it's only because of like social media. Alright, you can have a thriving love. What's the one with the initial P? A Scorpio, a Libra, the initial O, the initial L, another Virgo, the initial D, the initial X, or Sagittarius. Alright, let's talk about this love real quick. I was not planning on going this long. Oh, not your business. What's with this thriving love? It sounds good. Alright, so you're having to forgive and or learn when it comes to like, okay, let's start over, let's have a new love. Y'all been having heart-to-heart conversations. You've been trying to incorporate your religious factors and things. Yeah, especially in your children, if you have children now. It seems like you're trying to hone in on respect. Okay? I feel like somebody's rejoicing in this, either you or them. But please be careful because there is some type of deception that's still out here. Okay? Somebody could have some type of codependency and they're doing something for power. Okay? So let's just be honest with ourselves, and at the point that you feel like they're not being honest with you, be honest with yourself about that too. Okay, so it may be thriving now, but somebody's choosing the route of deception. Okay, just FYI. All right, somebody could be trying to avoid a divorce and or being separated. They may feel like it's going to be difficult to do something by themselves. Okay, and maybe they're not sure how you're going to respond to them. There could also be some type of beef or issues at work. Somebody may come off as spoiled right, or they just have to have things their way, and so because it's not going their way, they're going to take it out on you. You could have received multiple signs not to do something, so either you don't need to do it now, or you're about to see the effects of it if you did do it. Someone could have multiple siblings, whether you or them. All right, let's see. If it's you have multiple siblings. You could feel isolated from them. You could be low-key in your head. It's like you still have to find your own way. You still have to use your own wisdom. You don't really feel like you can go towards them in the moment of like, hey, I need some help, or hey, I need your ideas, or hey, how did you get through something? You're reevaluating when it comes to certain relationships. Maybe you feel like your sibling somehow had a toxic relationship with your father or with someone who was like the man of the house, and so that creates some type of transition and or distance between y'all. And maybe your mother or whoever this is got into a relationship, and that also changed your perspective on like love and dating and things secretly. Okay, so you may need to look into that too.